I am Georgios Bakirtzis. I am an assistant professor at Telecom Paris, and I do teaching and research on decision making for complex systems. I started my PhD degree at the University of Virginia in the Cyber Physical Systems Lab called the LIC Lab. I did predominantly safety and security analysis there in the context of modeling systems. Then I went to the Odin Institute of Computational Science and Technology at the University of Texas at Austin, where I predominantly worked on learning for decision and control. I work at the intersection of formal methods, systems theory, and reinforcement learning. These three areas are within their own right very independent, but in the context of how we design safe systems and systems that do the things we want them to do, they come together. I started my research with very practical hands-on engineering in the context of safety. And as I was going through this process of understanding safety, understanding how we better design systems, I came to the conclusion that we need to bring together different views of the system, so requirements, behaviors, and architectures. And in order to do that, I kind of moved away from the informal engineering, talking to each other way of designing systems to more formal methods of those. And one key publication is Categorical Semantics of Cyber-Physical Systems Theory, which puts all these views together and shows explicitly the relationships between model views. I think that for better or worse, machine learning is going to be involved in more and more systems. We already see this in multiple sectors, and we will have to better understanding. The same way that we went through the 60s and 70s to come up with systems theory and systems engineering and put foundations down for how we design control systems in particular. I think now is the time to do the same, but in the context of also including learning algorithms for decision and control. I think there is a natural mapping between my research and teaching. The first is that students don't generally get exposed to systems engineering in a structured way. So doing that comes from my research and understanding of how we design systems. And the second thing is that as machine learning is more introduced into those systems, the advances in the research are kind of impossible to teach if we don't have some research in the area. We cannot start teaching from 10 years ago when there's new papers coming out like every year for learning in systems engineering. There's significant overlap between the research in the other two schools thus far with my research. All of us work in the general area of systems theory or systems engineering from slightly complementary perspectives. So I think that bringing all those together can have a very good outcome both for teaching and research. I am the type of researcher that believes that industry and academia, especially in engineering, have a natural collaborative experience. I believe that real problems, in some sense, are engendered from this collaboration by industry giving us indications of what problems they're experiencing with increasingly complex systems. So I think that coming up with solutions into those problems is going to be a natural setting for us to work together. I think that my expectations are mostly in the area of collaboration, both between the partner schools in research, but also with the funding partners. And I don't have any particular questions for the chair.